Hey y'all, so this is the notes section for the seafloor spreading lesson that I do, and it's a 2-day lesson. And in this section, and this happens mostly in the beginning of the class period, what I did was I pulled this from an earth science textbook, but I also wanted to embed some checks for understanding here, as you can see as I scroll through the resource. In this context, what you're seeing is that these checks for understanding, these questions, students fill out as they go, and ultimately what happens is these are questions that allow them to, frankly, assess their understanding in the moment as they're reading. They're not necessarily intended to be difficult, but just as a brief reflection for them to really kind of stop, jot, and think about their ideas as they read them. And what we do after that is we always go over them. And what I do is I always have students modify, add to, delete, edit their responses as whole class we actually go through that together. And the reasons in which we do that are, one, again, to ensure consistency of response and clarity of their responses, but two, I really want to push their thinking and have them either agree or disagree or really defend a lot of their responses and their choices that they're making. So as they're reading, they're able to interface with their classmates and their peers in saying like, oh, I agree with this, I don't agree with this, etc. So I think it's a really helpful way for them to really engage the content in a legitimate way with one another.